Hi everyone, am I audible to you? Okay, right. So I told in the last class I'll be focusing on certain lessons. So those lessons I have already sent you all in the WhatsApp itself, so you may have a look. So today we are going to start up with the importance of revelation. So first of all, let's finish off all the important short lessons and then we'll come to the complicated lessons. So that will be easy for you to cover up quickly, right? Right. Okay. So let's get started. So you're ready? Okay. So today we are going to study about no Ikram. So today we are going to study about importance of revelation. So today we are going to study about importance of revelation. Right. So before we come to the revelation, let's talk about us, right? So now when you take a human, let's imagine, say for example, there is a human, right? We all are humans, so let's say there is a man. Okay. So when you take a man, you have to think, okay, now say imagine this person is the first person to come to this world. Imagine about this person, right? So once this person has been sent to this world for the first time, first of all, he will start exploring the world. So he will start exploring the world. He may go here and there and he will see, okay, what is this? Okay, this is a stone. And then he will see there is something called green color. Then he will again go and see, okay, this is plant. So slowly, generation by generation by generation, this man will gain ideas. This man will gain what? He will gain ideas. So those ideas we call it as knowledge. So knowledge means what? The things that is in your brain as an idea, we call these as knowledge. Now at the beginning, when you was grade 1 student, now imagine you are a grade 1 kid. If I ask you to come and tell me a story about something, a very complicated one, will you be able to tell? No. That means grade wise, when you get promoted, you will learn new things, right? So learning something new, we call it as what? Knowledge. We call these as what? Knowledge. So when you take a human knowledge can be divided into two. When you take the human knowledge, this knowledge can be divided into two. One you call it as intellectual knowledge. One you call it as what? Intellectual knowledge. So when you talk about the knowledge, one you call it as intellectual knowledge, other one you call it as wisdom related knowledge. Other one you call it as what? Wisdom related knowledge. So now when you talk about knowledge, I told you knowledge is something that you imagine, something you get an idea, that you call it as what? The knowledge, right? So knowledge means something like day by day that is coming into your brain. We call it as knowledge. So when we take knowledge, the knowledge can be divided into two, as one is intellectual knowledge, other one you call it as what? Wisdom knowledge. So when I talk about intellectual knowledge means intellectual knowledge that comes with the exploration. So intellectual knowledge is a knowledge that comes out with the exploration, or by studying, or by something like like something someone is advising you, someone is teaching you. So now what are you telling? Now the thing that I'm telling to you is a intellectual knowledge. Now you are learning from me. If you are learning from me, we call that as intellectual knowledge. Something that comes out of researching, something that comes out of exploration, so that you call it as intellectual knowledge. Next one is wisdom related knowledge. Wisdom related knowledge means that comes after you experience it. Let's say, for example, friendship. If I talk about friendship, if I ask you to explain friendship without you are having a friendship, will you be able to explain what is a friendship? No, right? So you have to be a person who can experience and talk. So experience, when you have experience and if you are gaining knowledge, that you call it as wisdom related knowledge. Say for example, say you have the mother, you have your mother. Now if you ask your mother how does a baby is born or anything, so now imagine if you take your mother or if you take someone who is small, now who can answer this question? Your mother, because your mother has experience to bring up you. So like what, if you talk about the wisdom knowledge is full of experience. So experience knowledge, we call it as what? Wisdom related knowledge. So what are the two types of knowledge we have? One, you have intellectual knowledge, and one you call it as wisdom knowledge. So for the guiding the wisdom knowledge and intellectual knowledge, we have a complete knowledge. We have something called what? Complete knowledge or complete idea that can guide you to go for a right path. That you call it as Wahi. That you call it as what? Wahi. Wahi is not the knowledge that you have. Did you understand? Did you understand what I'm talking about? So Wahi is something that is out of your knowledge, and it is a complete idea that is given by the God to you, where you are going to take this knowledge to the right path. So if the knowledge is being taken or knowledge, and by using your knowledge, if you are turning into the right path with the guidance of a complete knowledge that is given by the God, that you call it as what? Wahi. Did you understand what is a Wahi? So in another term, we can call the Wahi as a secret, or we can call these as or a inspiration, or we can call these as a information, and also we can call in a different way, because we can call these as kalam. We can call these Allah's kalam. Kalam means Allah's words. So all of them we call it as what? We call these as Wahi. Did you understand? So now you may ask me a question. Now all of us, there are around 7 billions of people in the world. Does all 7 billions of people in the world receive this Wahi? Do they receive that? Are they going to get them? No. So that means, who is getting this Wahi? Who is getting the words of Allah? The question comes in this way. So when you talk about Wahi, the Wahi is given to the person who is like, who is very close to the God, and who is close to the Creator, and it is chosen, like it is chosen to the right person and given. Like what? Now I am giving you knowledge, right? You choose me because I am teaching you. Like I'm giving you the right guidance. So like what? The Allah is choosing someone who can give you the right idea. So for that person only the Wahi is been set. Did you understand? So do every one of us getting the Wahi? No. The Wahi is given to a particular person that is chosen by Allah. Did you understand? Especially, who are those people? Who are those people who gets Wahi? The prophets. So the prophets and Rasuls receive the Wahi. Did you understand? Clear with that? Got the idea? That means, why is the Wahi is sent? What is the question? Now why is the Wahi? I mean, like, Allah, why Allah is giving you this Wahi? First question comes to your brain is to take us to the right path. Next question comes is, Allah wants us to realize the process of life. Allah created an ant for this purpose. Allah created a rat for this purpose. Allah created a cat Because of this person. So by looking at the things around the world to come to a conclusion to your exploration, we have the Wahi. The Wahi says that everything, those are from the words of Allah. So Allah can come and directly and tell you, right? So because of that, Allah is revealing to the chosen person to guide us. So it is given as a guidance. So Wahi is going to be a guidance for us. Did you understand? Clear with that? Did you get an idea? So now if I ask you a question, what's the difference between the human knowledge and the Wahi? What's the difference between them? Human knowledge is something that we learn by ourselves. We don't know the truth, but we learn everything. We learn, like, it's very limited. Okay, so like, today I see this marker. Marker is black color, but I never think why is it black. I never think why is it black. Why do I have a marker? I never think these things. So like what, if you take the human knowledge, they are very limited. They only think, like, they have only very limited power of thinking. They will, like, only, like, they will, like, what they will do, they will explore only certain parts. But what is completely opposite to the human knowledge? The Wahi is something like a guidance to the human knowledge to go to the right path or to the bad path. Like, so now imagine today I found a stone. Imagine I found a stone. Now this Wahi is saying that stone is a non-living thing that is there to build a house or helping us in the future. I'm just telling you an example, okay? So this Wahi will guide me to tell about stone. I know this is a stone, but I don't know why do I have a stone. To tell the reasoning, for the reasoning to come up with all the solutions, we have the Wahi. Did you understand? Got the idea? So Wahi in fact guides the human knowledge on the right way. Did you understand? Clear with that? Got the idea? So now when you talk about Wahi, Wahi can be a secret. It can be a secret communication with someone. So it's like, it's a secret. Now if I tell you a secret, say I'm telling you today, I'm telling you something secret. Now as you see the secret, now I have given you the secret and I am telling you this is how the secret is coming to you and everything. Will you tell others how did I get this? Are you going to tell them in this way? No, what I am going to do is I will tell you a secret. This secret you are going to reveal the people in a better way, like where they can understand. So Allah choose the person where they can reveal, where they can put into the people's brain. So that is how the Wahi is being revealed. Do you understand? So Wahi is something like a secret that is between the God and that person. Did you understand? Clear with that? Right. Okay. So take out your books and write the heading Importance of Wahi. And first of all, write about the human knowledge. I told you what are the two types of human knowledge we have. One is intellectual and other one is the wisdom related. So what is intellectual? Write in your own words. What is wisdom related knowledge? Write in your own words. And then you have to say what's the difference between your knowledge and the Wahi knowledge. So you have to give a difference. Did you understand? So you have to give an idea. And then finally you have to say what is a Wahi? Wahi is a column of Allah. Wahi is a secret. Wahi is a quickness, or we can say it's a prompt, or we can give so many things for the name of Wahi. Clear with that? Got the idea? So the difference between Wahi and human knowledge. What's the difference between Wahi? Wahi is a guidance for the human knowledge. human knowledge comes up with the exploration and research, we call it as that Wahi. Do you understand the difference? So Wahi can be something is helping you to guide you to the right path. No, we don't have Noha. Wahi is chapter 14. Intellectual knowledge in the sense the knowledge that we gain by exploring, researching, studying. Wisdom related knowledge is by experience. So you have to get experience to get them idea, right? Today we don't have quiz. Okay, I can create quiz very quickly, but if I finish the class earlier, we can have the quiz. I will share you all the link. You all can have it. Because I was really busy in the morning classes and all, so then I couldn't make them. But yeah, I can have it, not an issue. So will you all be able to do related to the Wahi? I can create the questions related to the Wahi. So yeah, the time I will be taking by 8:30. I guess you're having the exams, right? The government schools are having the exams on September 4th, is it? Yes, yes. I'm going to start up with the fast track classes for the Islam. So, yeah, inshallah, I'm working on them. So, once I'm done with all my plannings and all, I would reveal it very soon. Yeah. Yeah, international schools are holiday. Yeah, today I will finish by 8:30, but the thing is, I need like a kind like I have to finish the lesson earlier, then I would be able to do the questions and then I have to upload it. So to upload the questions also need a certain time. All right. I will be covering all these chapters, not an issue. Wisdom knowledge means the knowledge by experience. Example, giving birth to a kid, life process, like that. Those things by an experience, like having friendship, talking to the parents, like this is all by experience. How to talk, what to talk, those things. We call that as wisdom knowledge, right? Okay. So now when you talk about Wahi, what are the names we can call Wahi? Can be called as kalam. We can call it as a secret communication. We can say about what else? We can talk about Wahi. Yes, Amina. So Wahi is connected to the both the knowledge. I mean, like Wahi is needed a person to go to a right path. Without the Wahi, you cannot. That means without the right guidance, you may have knowledge, but you don't have the right knowledge. Did you understand? So the reason to send the Wahi is human are intelligent. We all of us are intelligent, but we don't know what is good and what is bad. To guide you to the right path, only we have this Wahi. To understand who are you is the Wahi. To understand who is the God and what is the connection, why did you come to the world, for all of the solution comes under the Wahi. Did you understand? Yeah, we can call the Wahi as inspiration. No, Ikram, I'll do it. Okay. What are the similars to Wahi in the sense what you are asking about? Right. Okay. Look here, guys. So now we have to study about two types of Wahi. We have to study about two types of Wahi. We have two types of Wahi. One you call it as Wahi Matlu, other one is Wahi Ghairu Matlu. Right? So, right. Look here. So when you talk about Wahi, when you talk about Wahi can be divided into two similar names, no? Similar names, one you call it as secret communication, Allah's kalam, we can call it as inspiration. So these three can be called, yeah, or we can call it as guidance, those things. Okay. So if I talk about Wahi can be divided into two. One you call it as Wahi Matlu, one you call it as Wahi Matlu, other one you call it as Wahi Ghairu Matlu. So Wahi Ghairu, or you can write it as Ghairu Matlu. Two spellings are there. So Khairu Matlu can be written. Right. So what is Wahi Matlu? Now when you talk about Wahi Matlu, you need to understand Wahi Matlu means it is sent by the God. Like it's like which God has transmitted. Like means Allah's words. The direct Allah's words or the speech, we call it as what? We call it as Wahi Matlu. That means it is told by Allah directly to you, nothing else. Like not indirectly told to you. It's directly told. Example is what? Quran. So example is Quran. So what do you mean by Quran? So Quran is the direct, complete revelation. That is you call it as Wahi Matlu. Right. Okay, it's Azan. After the Azan, I'll continue. Right? If the Azan is over, just let me know. Okay, done? Okay, right. Right. What is Wahi Matlu? Wahi Matlu means what? So Wahi Matlu means the revelation which God directly given by the words or by the speech, especially Al Quran. So Al Quran is the example for Wahi Matlu. Wahi Khairu Matlu. What do you mean by Wahi Khairu Matlu? Wahi Khairu Matlu means it is by an action. That means like the Wahi that is sent by an action, that you call it as what? That you call it as Wahi Khairu Matlu. Did you understand? So Wahi Khairu Matlu means what? The Wahi is given by action. For example, it can be given as a dream, maybe due to the connection problem. Can you all see my video? I mean, like, is it visible the board? Okay. So one is by dream, one is by inspiration, other one is by a sound, by sign. So with these we can say this is Wahi Khairu Matlu. Or we can say like by angels, if the words are sent by angels. So those things we call it as what? Wahi Khairu Matlu. Yeah, visions also we can write. So by visions, by sign, by sound. So by all of this, we can come to a conclusion that Wahi Khairu Matlu is done by what? Quran is directly sent by Allah, not by the angels, right? Okay. So now what happens? So when you talk about Wahi Khairu Matlu, what you can understand? So Wahi Khairu Matlu says the Wahi that is sent by action, that you call it as what? That you call it as the Wahi Khairu Matlu. Inspiration means like it is sent by someone, or like they get to know, like those things we call it as inspiration, right? Okay. So now when you talk about Wahi Matlu, we can take Sunnah also, but it is not mentioned as Sunnah. So because of that, I'm not going to tell you that. So Wahi Matlu comes under Quran, and Wahi Khairu Matlu is, it is said not directly by Allah. It is said by prophet, revealed by prophets. So those things you call it as what? Wahi Khairu Matlu. Say for example, in the Surah Safat, in the Surah Safat, in the Surah Safat, in the line of 102, the line of 102 says that Ibrahim alayhi salam was to slaughter, like it was in the Ibrahim alayhi salam's dream. So Ibrahim alayhi salam got a dream that he wants to slaughter his son, like his son Ibrahim alayhi salam in the dream. So that means the Wahi has been sent by what? It is sent by the dream. Then another scene happened. What is that? It's about the Musa alayhi salam. So Musa alayhi salam, when he was going closer to the mount, I mean, like there's a mount called what? Tur Sinai. So you have a mount Tur Sinai. What happens? So in that place, he heard a sound. By the sound, he was talking with Allah. So it's like that. By the sound, even the like Zakaria alayhi salam also received some signs to pray and all. So those things can come under Wahi Khairu Matlu. Did you understand? Clear with that? So Wahi Matlu is the direct communication with Allah, while Wahi Khairu Matlu is the indirect communication with Allah through a interperson. There will be a person to tell you and guide you about it. So that is, you call it as Wahi Khairu Matlu. Did you understand? Clear with that? Got the idea? Understood, right? Okay, write about it. Now, whatever we are learning today will be as a question. Okay. So we'll be selecting three people and we will be giving class vouchers to the students. Right, okay? Yeah, you wanted to write. If done writing, let me know. Okay, right. So now we have to talk about why the Wahi is very important. We have to talk about why Wahi is very important. Now, when you talk about Wahi, you need to understand Wahi is important for what? What is the reason that why Wahi is important? So we know that if you want to go to a right path, we need Wahi, because you know, if the Wahi is not being revealed to us, or if the Wahi is not giving us the guidance, imagine if your parents doesn't guide you, and if your parents doesn't say what is good and bad, you may choose your own path and you will say this is right, isn't it? So like what, when you talk about Wahi says this is the path that you have to go to the heaven, right? So that's how you will be moving out, no, throughout the life, right? So when you talk about it, you need to understand why the Wahi is very important, right? So when you talk about Wahi is very important. You to go to a right path, as well as you need to answer the questions like what. So you need to know who are you and where did you come from, where to go, what is the purpose of life. For all these things, you need to know, and you need to get the correct guidance from the Wahi. So what else you can talk about Wahi? Wahi is what? What is the function of the Wahi? Wahi, what does it do to you? So usually, if the Wahi is not being said, what you will do? You will try to believe the marker is the God, and you will be praying for the marker, and you will ask all your wishes from the marker. It's like that. So because of the intuitions, because of the things and all, whatever we think in our brain gives you whatever the things that you think should have done. So that means to avoid unnecessary intuitions, to avoid your out of exploration for all these things, you need to know about Wahi. So Wahi is something guidance. Always remember, if you're reciting Quran, at least you have to read the real meaning of the Quran, because the reason is, when you talk about the Wahi will always give you the guidance. It will always tell you, okay, do this and that. So now today we are teaching to you here about the Wahi. It is because of Wahi. I am telling you about Wahi. It is because of Wahi. We all are Muslims because of Wahi. If not, we wouldn't have been a Muslim because we have no idea who is our creator. What are we supposed to do? So we need to understand we have come for a challenge. We should not take this as a permanent world. Our permanent world is something, it's in a different destination. So you need to understand. So Wahi says you everything. Did you understand? So how many of you are reading the Quran with the meaning and having a getting an idea about the meaning? Okay. So Quran says this surah, short surah, select short surah, start reading and get an idea. So when you get all of them, you will get an idea. Did you understand? So always remember you have to do the best and you have to get the correct guidance. Did you understand? So always remember Wahi can give you the purpose of creation. It can give you what? It can give you the real knowledge. It will give you the mysterious things about it. What is the world about it? So you will know a lot of things about it. Did you understand? Clear with that? Got an idea about the Wahi? Yes? Right. So now you got an idea about Wahi. So Wahi is the one of the guidance that is sent by Allah. Right. Okay. So now my thing, I want an idea from you all. Now only few of them send me what are the lessons to be done. So this is one of the students sent me to teach about the Wahi and all. So we are done with the Wahi. Now let me know what should I do for the next class. What is the lesson y'all are expecting for the next class? So I'll give you like around four options or whatever. It's okay. Give me an idea. What is the next lesson should I start up with? Okay, give me the lesson name. Okay, if you just tell me, okay, you want to know about talak, right? Grade 11 first lesson is already done. So, importance of sunnah. Okay, so, okay, let's write it down. First of all is importance of sunnah. Importance of sunnah. Second one is zakat. You all want to know about the calculation as well, no? How to calculate the zakat. Right, okay. So zakat, importance of sunnah, then hajj, then marriage. Okay, talak. Okay, let me take five for now. Talak. Okay, look here and tell me and put me the option that I want to do in the next class. Is it one or two or three or four or five? Like just put the number. I'll see what is the majority I'm getting. I'm getting the fourth one. Four. Mostly. Okay, next class, I'll start up with two. I'll start up with two lessons. I'll start up with two lessons. I will connect the marriage and the talaq. Okay. I'll connect the marriage and the talaq and we'll do questions on them as well, the quizzes on them also. So, marriage and the talaq will do. Right? No, Shakib, I am busy with my other classes now, so I have to manage my time as well. Talaq means divorce. Right. So let's talk about marriage, talaq. In the next class, I'll try to make a poster and send it to you all. So let's create the hype for this, inshallah. I mean, we'll do the quiz for this as well. We'll study, and I'll take extra 30 minutes, like around 2.5 hours, inshallah. Yes, we'll work on that and we'll do it, right? So are you all ready for the next class? We'll do it in that way. Then next class will be the zakat. We'll be going with the zakat. Then Hajj and importance of Sunnah. We have to connect the lessons and we have to do. Then it will be easy. Do you understand? So in that we have to do, right? Okay, so I will be creating the quiz right now for today's lesson and uploading. I'll be selecting 3 students to give the class vouchers. So yeah, inshallah, I will make and I'll drop you a message. We will have the quiz by 8:30, right? I need this time to create the quizzes, right? Because I was busy from the morning and right? Okay. So Miss through angels, is it why Wahi Airu o Matlu. Is it a Hairu Matlu? Yes. It's Hairu Matlu. Yes, Hamna. Okay, right, inshallah. Yeah, we will have it today at 8:30. Yeah. Yes, only on this lesson. So I know you will score well. Okay, I know you will score well for this one, this lesson. So inshallah, then we'll end up for today and I will create with the questions and update you. And yes, see you all in the next class and we'll plan it more and let you know inshallah. And next